Hello, this is Jamie with Creations Misfit, and today I'm going to show you how to make this trinket tray. Or, I mean, you can use this tray for like living room stuff. I'll put a couple pictures up here of the pink and black ones that I've made so far. I've made a couple of each color and sold them pretty quickly. I just did this one, but I can't really show you with the black yarn on video, so I'm going to use a different color because it just doesn't show up as well. So what you'll need is a 15mm hook, one of these big guys because you want it to be extra sturdy and this yarn is thick. And then you will need some scissors and a yarn needle to sew on your ends. And then as far as the yarn goes, what I used for the black and the pink trays is this hooked spaghetti, and it's t-shirt yarn, so it's really thick. It kind of has like almost a stretch to it, like lycra, and I got this at Joann's. There's 131 yards in here. I used about, I don't know, about 110 yards probably, or I don't know, 100 yards, something like that. And then I got this big twist t-shirt yarn thinking it was going to be similar, but look, these are both 131 yards and this is way smaller, and it's just not, I don't know, it feels as thick, but I tried to start making one of these and it just wasn't as thick. So I am going to use this yarn for today to show you, but mine will be significantly smaller because this just doesn't work up as big. So I would get the hooked spaghetti, or you could use 2 strands of this big twist t-shirt yarn together to make it extra thick and sturdy, or you could use this other yarn that I have gotten before, which is also from Hooked, but it's Ribbon XL, it's called. Hooked Ribbon XL, and this is more like a gauze feeling, but I used this for some catch-all bowls that I made, and I actually have a video for that. If you'd like to make those, I'll put it in the description box below. And I used 2 strands of that. This is the catch-all bowl, and I used 2 strands held together, and it was just as thick as this ribbon, or as this regular XL or XXL, the spaghetti one. So that would probably be your best option, is to hold 2 strands together if you need to. So if you have a thick t-shirt yarn, 1 strand is fine. If you have a thinner one, 2 strands and a 15mm hook with either of those. So for today, so here's the black tray. It's actually quite large. But today I'm going to use a different color of this big twist t-shirt yarn, this aqua one that I already have open. And I'm going to use a smaller hook just because the 15 will be too large for this by itself. So like I said, mine will be significantly smaller, but all the stitches and stitch counts and everything are the same. All right, so to get started, we are going to start with a magic circle. And if you need extra help with the magic circle, I have a different video for it, which explains it a little bit in a longer version and goes slower. And I'll put that in the description box below. But otherwise, you can just follow along here. You could also chain 4 and slip stitch to the very first chain, and that will make you a circle as well if you'd rather do that. This is how I do mine. Just put my yarn over my fingers like this and make an X in the back. And then, like I said, I'm using a 9mm hook. You will use a 15. I'm going to go underneath and then over and pull up like that, and that's your magic circle. But we're also going to chain 1, so you can either pull it off your fingers here and chain 1 on your own, or I like to just go under this one right here and do a chain, and that way it's nice and secure already. Okay, so there's your magic circle, and we are going to start with round 1 doing 8 single crochet inside the circle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I know that I sound congested. I am very sorry. I have sinus issues and somebody always makes a comment about it. It's just how it is for right now. So if it's too bothersome for you, I will have all the instructions written on the screen, and you can just mute me and watch the video, but also follow along on the screen above. Okay, then we're going to slip stitch into the very first one. and you'll pull your magic circle. All right, and for round 2, we're going to chain up 1, and we're going to do 2 single crochet in every stitch around. Okay, so I just start with that second one. I don't necessarily go into this first one for this pattern. I start the second one there, and you're going to do 2 single crochet in every stitch around. And if you have this yarn and you don't want to use 2 strands of it, you could use like a 9mm, 10mm hook, and just the tray will just be smaller. And then if you want to expand it, I can kind of explain to you how to do that once we get to that point as well. So it's up to you. So go ahead and do 2 single crochet in every stitch around. You'll have 16 when you get to the end, and I will meet you back then. At the end of round 2, you will slip stitch into the very first single crochet that you made. And we'll go on to round 3. So chain up 1, and then we're going to single crochet in the first stitch here. And then we're going to do an increase in the next stitch, which means 2 single crochet in that same stitch. And this ribbon yarn will give you an arm workout. It's much more difficult than using your regular yarns. All right, and then we're going to just repeat that all the way around. We're going to do 1 in the next, and then an increase or 2 single crochet in the one after that. So go ahead and finish up round 3. You can pause the video, do round 3 on your own. You'll have 24 at the end, and you'll slip stitch to the very first single crochet. Okay, I've slip stitched to the very first one at the end of round 3, and we're going to move on to round 4. So you will chain up 1, and then you're going to single crochet in the next stitch, and the one after that, and then we're going to increase in the one after that. So 2 single crochet in the next, and that will be your pattern all the way around. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet. And at the end of round 4, you will join with a slip stitch, and you'll have 32 single crochet. So I'll see you after round 4. And here we are after round 4. So moving right on to round 5, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to single crochet in the very first stitch and the 2 after that. So single crochet in the first 3 stitches, and then you'll do your increase after that. So 2 single crochet in the next, and repeat that around for round 5. Slip stitch when you get to the end, and we will have 40 stitches at the end of round 5. And here we are at the end of round 5. Yours will probably be bigger if you're using the larger yarn or 2 strands, but it should look something like this. So moving on to round 6, we're going to chain up 1, and we're going to single crochet in the first 4 stitches. I don't know about anybody else, but I can feel my biceps starting to work from this, and my wrist. It's such a difference with this yarn. And then we will single crochet 2 in the next, or increase in the next. And that will be your repeat all the way around. Single crochet in the first 4, and then an increase. And at the end of round 6, you will slip stitch to the very first single crochet, and you'll have 48 stitches. End of round 6, here we are, and we are going to start round 7. So we're going to chain up 1, and we will single crochet in the first 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we will increase in the next. So 2 stitches in the next, and that's your repeat pattern all the way around. For round 7, you will slip stitch to the first, and then you will have 56 stitches at the end of round 7. I'll see you back soon. Alright, end of round 7 here, and we're going to move on to round 8, which is our last increase round. So chain up 1, and then we are going to single crochet into the very first, or the first 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we will increase in the next, and that will be your pattern all the way around for round 8. So slip stitch when you get to the end, and you'll have a total of 62 stitches at the end of round 8. I'll see you shortly. Alright, here we are after round 8, and we're going to move on to round 9, which is very simple. We just chain up 1, and then we're going to single crochet in every stitch around. So you will do 62 single crochet around, and I'm just going to do a few here on camera while I talk to you quickly. I just want to thank you all for being here and watching, and if you're not subscribed, I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel. I do have a lot of video tutorials on here. I have some yarn haul videos. I do giveaways every so often. I'm not affiliated with anybody or anything, so I pay for all of that on my own. But if you'd like to take a look at my channel and see if there's anything else you'd like to make, I have all kinds of stuff, beanies and scarves and bags and, I mean, kitchen stuff, bathroom stuff, like, I don't know, pretty much anything you can think of. And if you have any suggestions for me for stuff you'd like to see me make, please leave a comment below. I do read the comments, and I try to make sure that I comment on everybody's that I see. So if you could also like this video, and if you want to leave a comment below about how this worked out for you, or what yarns you used, what you decided to do as far as 1 strand or 2 strands, how you liked it. I love reading comments and learning from others and seeing what you guys do with my patterns, so I'm always happy to see a comment below. And then also, if you're on Instagram or TikTok, I am on both of those at Creations Misfit. I'd love to have you follow me over on those platforms as well. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. I love doing this. I kind of learned basically on YouTube just like a handful of years ago, so I try to give back by doing stuff online, because, or on video at least, because I know some people are more visual learners, which I am, and so it was really helpful for me to learn on YouTube videos, so I'd like to help others if possible. So anyway, go ahead and finish up this round 9, and I will meet you back after your slip stitch. Okay, after round 9, we look like this. It should start to curl up just a little bit on the end, because we're just building up now. So we have 2 more rounds where we're going to repeat round 9. We're going to chain 1, and we're going to do 62 crochet, single crochet all the way around for round 10 and round 11. And then we're going to do something different for round 12 to close it off. So do your rounds 10 and 11 the same as last, and then I will meet you back after 11 and we'll do our last round together. Alright, so I am back after round 11, and so you should have kind of a lip here, so that it's, I don't know if you can see, but you can tell you can put stuff in there and it's not just going to fall off the side or anything. So you can either leave your tray like this if you want it to finish off like that, or I do 1 more round and I do the crab stitch or the reverse single crochet stitch, and it gives it like a kind of an edging here. So I'm going to do that, which is the last round. So if you're done and you don't want to do the edging, you can just leave it as it is and your tray is done. Thank you for being here. Just sew in your ends here and you're finished. But if you want to do the edging, we will go on and do that, which is the last round. So you're going to chain up 1. And if you're not familiar with the crab stitch, you're just going to do single crochet, but we do it, instead of going this way, we do it this way. And it's a crab stitch or reverse single crochet, it's called. So you're going to go into this very, you're going to go into this very first stitch here and just do a single crochet. If you pull up a little bit and not make it so tight, it's a little bit easier. So you're just going to go in and yarn over and pull up a loop, just like you would for regular single crochet, and then yarn over and pull through both. And it feels a little awkward at first, but it gets easier as you do it. And then you'll go into the second stitch here, yarn over and pull up your loop, And they'll be kind of funny on your hook here, you know, because one is kind of backwards. And then yarn over and pull through. And then you'll go into the next. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through two. So with this stitch, if you pull a little bit looser than normal, it makes it a lot easier. And then you can start to see your edging form. So you'll just do that for 62 stitches all the way around, and we'll slip stitch when we get to the end, and then we'll tie off and be done. So I'm going to do mine, and I will meet you back when I'm finished. Alright, I'm done with round 12 with the crab stitch. I slip stitched into that very first one there, and I'm just going to do a chain and tie off, leaving a little piece so I can sew in my end. Okay, and there you have it. There's your tray. Like I said, yours will probably be bigger if you used 2 strands or the thicker yarn, but this is even a pretty good size here. You could put like you know, like a little journal in there, or your glasses, or your phone, you know, your phone case or whatever. So there we are. And you can just, I don't have to do this on camera, but when you tie in your end, if you want to just put it through like the front here and then tie it in the back that way, like underneath, just so it kind of loops around and makes it look like another stitch there. Hopefully you can see that. All right, so again, thank you so much for being here. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Creations Misfit. And I would love for you to take a look at my other videos. And I will put a box up here where you can click on my other tutorials. But yeah, check out my channel, see if there's anything else you like. And thanks so much for spending this time with me. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.